Hi, this is Todd Baker, your certified mortgage planner. And today I want to talk to you about lot loans, and I want to start with a story of a client I have that right now out in the Van Alstyne area went out and found a very nice lot with an old house on there and eventually replaced that house and built a big custom home that's just absolutely perfect for him and his family. It's just a dream location, a dream house. But to get from point A to point B was quite a challenge and quite a struggle. And so for many of you that are thinking, hey, I'd like to build a custom home and I'd like to start by acquiring the lot, that's the first step, is you need to find the lot. I wanted to talk to you briefly about how the financing works, what are the challenges are, and some things you really need to do to make sure you do it correctly. So the first thing to understand is that lot loans require a down payment, with the exception of if you're a veteran. If you are a veteran, the state of Texas through the VA Land Board has a 5% down program. It is phenomenal. It's great terms. It is the best way to buy a lot if you are a veteran. However, for most of the rest of you that aren't veterans, you're going to need at least 30% down. Okay, now, we now have lot lending available at Service First Mortgage, and we can do 20% down if it's in a subdivision, 25 if there's utilities on the property, and then 30% if it's raw land. And we have some partner banks we refer business to back and forth that also, same thing, where they'll do like 30, they're actually at 30%. Good programs, but at 30%. So you can figure you're gonna need, most likely, go worst case scenario, 30% down. That's number one. Number two is you're going to have to get understand the terms. So the terms are 15 years typically, with a balloon at 5. So what that looks like is the notes spread out over 15 years, so your payment's a little bit lower, but you're gonna have to pay it all off typically in 5 years. Not all of them are that way, but many of them have a balloon payment. Our product is a 20-year amortization, which is pretty cool. So your payment's gonna be a little bit lower, a 5-year fixed, and then it adjusts annually after that, meaning the rate can go up or down depending on where the index that it's tied to goes. The thing about that is the reason why it's a 5-year horizon is the assumption is you're going to build on that property. So the idea is you acquire the land, and then over the next few years you take the time to go and design the house, find the builder, get the plans drawn up, etc. There'll be other videos I do on how construction lending works. So the next step is, so you get your financing in place, but the next step is, should you pull the trigger? Typically, from a landlender point of view, if the house appraises and there's access to the house, you can get a loan. That doesn't mean, though, it's a good lot to build on. You really need to do your own due diligence when you buy a lot and understand, where are the utilities, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've had people tell me, oh, the guy right down the street has utilities. Well, how far is down the street? Well, the nearest neighbor's, a half mile, because it's out in the country, but he has utilities. But that's just based on you driving by and seeing a house there. You don't even know. And you call the power company, you find out it's a per foot cost to take the power to your location. You need to find how much is it going to get to get power there? How much is it to get water there? Can you even get city water or city sewer? Do you need a septic? Septics are actually easy to put in. But let me tell you something, wells can be a dicey situation, because you can drill for a well and have to go way deeper than you thought and even still miss water. So there's some risk involved with some of this if you don't do your own due diligence. The other thing I always recommend is you, not your builder, not someone you delegated, but you go speak to the local, the city or whoever at the county, whoever the local building office. I live in Prosper, and even though Prosper is booming right now, I could still go it's about a mile from my house. I can go talk to our city planning and our building planning commission. There's people right there, and ask questions. And you want to be able to do that. You want to really understand what's it zoned for. Are there any deed restrictions on the property, or is there anything that, what can you build, what can't you build? And make sure you do that during your due diligence. So a lot of times I'll recommend, when you're buying a lot, put it into a 45-day escrow or a 60-day escrow to allow you to conduct that due diligence. So if you're looking to purchase a lot, I have an expert level of lot and construction financing. Give me a call. If you're a real estate agent, send me your clients. I'll be happy to take care of them for you, or simply answer any questions I can. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.